Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today with us, we are having a regular battle because we do not have yet um, the finals from the New Year tournament. So instead, we're going to see an apparently very exciting games that I was told I should cast. And so here we're going to get Caesar playing a Vanguard income with a 6 SA armor. We can see here that he's going to be bringing a lot of infantry for phase A, which is fine for Vanguard. Some Greyhound, Staghound, some Ricci, Recon. He's going to get some Sherman 5 double vetted with some Sherman 5 leaders and a Firefly as well vetted up. In B face, in terms of tanks, he's going to get the Sherman 5 and Sherman 2A. Um, these guys are pretty cool looking. And then continuing with phase A for the support tab, he's going to get some Vigors and then Sherman 1B, the 2K range. And he's going to get some 6 pounders, M10 Grouse, the 17 pounders, some Bofors, mortars, and heavy artillery, the 114 mil though. So it isn't that heavy, but it's pretty intense. All right, so in terms of airplane, he's going to have a lot in phase A. So he's got Baltimore Spitfires and some Hurricane as well. Continuing with phase B in the support tab, he's going to get more Sherman 1B. And he's going to get more M10 and more 17 pounders. Going to get more Bofors. They're all vetted up, these Bofors. And more heavy artillery with some Baltimore Mark 5 heavy artillery. I wonder. Oh, he does have more heavy actually in the terms of 140 mil. But playing on a Vanguard income, you can't really allow yourself too much. I gotta say, I actually like this deck, and I don't know the skills of these players, but looking at the deck and the income, I have an impression that he's not a noob at all. Because as you can see, he's kind of built for the long game, going with a Vanguard income, but also is phase B and C units are all very cheap. I mean, get a 65 points anti-tank there, 65 points, 2k, HE support. Um, the infantry are what it is, but it's only just 25 points. He doesn't have C face infantry though, but still, I look at this deck and I like it. So let's go take a look at his opponent. It will be Mr. Führer Vonke. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, Vanguard as well. And in A face, he's going to go with a lot of freaking car. You can imagine the pain this will cause. And some Stomp Pioneers, double vetted Stomp Pioneers. He's going to get 12 Panzer Grenadier Panzer Shrek because this is air, so he has a choice. And some Pioneers in A face as well. Tanks, he's going to get the Panzer 3H with Panzer 4H and 2 Panthers leader. I'm surprised he doesn't take the Panzer 3 Führer because these are 30 points. Really good leaders. So I think it's a mistake not to take them, but whatever. he's got the. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the Bogward 4. Wow, someone used to always preach these guys in the Kingdom of the Noobs clan. I forgot who though, because I haven't heard of the book in a very long time. But excited to see them. I'm excited to see them. I hope that we're gonna see something good come out of that. We've got the classic IG-18 machine gun 42 and Grille. Nothing else for phase B or C support, and they are pretty expensive anyway in Panzerlehr. Then anti-tank, we're going to get some Martyr 3s, some Pack 40s, and B phase we're going to get more Pack 40s and some Jagdpanzer 4s as well. And then in the anti-air, we've got Flak 38, Flak 41, Gepard, and Wind. And this is a good combo. It's a very good combo. And then in the artillery tab, we're going to get the 152 mil, not coming with supply truck. And actually, there is no supply truck. There is no supply truck. Okay, well, that's just but there is no supply truck. All right, so there's 2 Fokker Wolf in phase A and 4 of them in phase B. And these are the good Fokker Wolf as well, with the 50 kilogram HE bombs. I like these. I think they do. I think they're excellent. I think they're very, very good. This is just hitching me. I guess you do get 40 rounds with these artillery, but you'd think that once you deploy these guys, you would want to have maximum income. So taking them with at least 2 multi-truck wouldn't be a big problem. Plus, bringing them with artillery trucks means whenever they fire a couple of rounds, you can get them out of there. So it's always good. I find this deck a little bit more troublesome. Anyway, in B phase, we're going to get some SKFZ 259. There's going to be more Stone Pioneers double vetted with 24 Panzer Shrek. I mean, sorry, Panzer Grenadier, Panzer Shrek with the half tracks, of course. And we're going to get some Panzer 4H and 2-star Tiger E. So, quite an interesting deck from Führer Vanke. I prefer the other deck personally, but I do prefer Panzerlehr over 6SA. 6SA tends to perform really bad in my experience. But let's see what these players can do. And here we are. Führer Vanke in the blue corner, Caesar in the red corner. Führer is going to be going really, really strong with the SPW around here. A very annoying tactic. I hate that with all my fibers. But it's a valid one, Let's not pretend. And he's not actually spamming these really, really hard. He's got 3 going there. He's got 2 going here. I mean, it's difficult to counter still, but it's not as much cheese as I thought it would be. Just 2 of them less is a big difference, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. Pumas coming in here. There's these guys are really, really slow to arrive. They're going to get caught by the Pumas. A lot of flamers coming in here. They're going forward. They're actually... Oh, no! Why did he... Oh. Anyway. This guy changed his route. He's gonna go there. Caesar, definitely not a noob because he's playing really, really well so far. He's gonna separate these rifles, taking all the advantage that he can from the opening he just did there. Führer Vanke is a bit in trouble on this flank for sure. Pumas coming in over here. They're just everywhere. Panzer Grenadier will unload around here. Over here, we're trying to get the hill, and we will most likely succeed, as this Stag Hound doesn't have long to... And there you go, he dies. There are some bazookas in the rifle here. I'm not sure, though. It is a Piat, so it's not worth a lot. If that gunner can stay alive, they may be able to encircle and capture. It is currently 15-9 for Caesar, as we pretty much only see a lot of recon cars on the map. But both playing Vanguard doesn't really matter what's happening in the start like that, because this is easy to get back. I think Führer Vanke just wants to create as much chaos as he can. Couldn't even hit that SDKFZ. And now the hill is captured. These Panzer Grenadier are actually changing their courses, and that's weird because this was a perfect ambush position. So I believe this is a bad decision, but maybe he wants to break like that big gap here. The Pumas are getting into position, really annoying position. They might kill that Sherman. Oh, well, he only has HE, so they definitely will kill that Sherman. Sherman doesn't have a lot of... Oh, he got 110. All right. Oh, but there you go. Still dies. Over here, we've regained some of the lost flag with Panzer 4s, Pack 40s coming in. A lot of Pack 40s and some Pioneers as well. Firefly will start killing these guys one by one. There you go. 17 pounder gets the shot. More Pumas behind the line, but there's a whole lot of Shermans coming in. I don't think these guys are a threat anymore to Caesar. Once the initial rush is passed, if you're facing a lot of good armor like the Sherman 5, you're not going to be able to survive a lot. I think his best chance is to hide, try to get some shots from behind. You know, these Shermans, they don't have recon, so technically they're not going to see as well. A Puma like that hiding in the house could do a whole lot of damage. Firefly going after the Panzer IV and Pack 40. Unfortunately, Pack 40 shooting the APCR. Panzer IV dies. This guy now will retreat, but he dies anyway. $16-8 for Caesar. Panzer Shrek doesn't hide it good enough. Definitely you should just be like at the edge like this, just enough, you know. Fiat coming in to reinforce and help the Shermans. Caesar will retreat these Sherman. He's not going to leave them there in the open. There's a Hamtree HT over here. More Panzer Grenadier coming in. And over here is still open. There you go. Now there's finally some type of response coming in. Pit fire coming for that Pack 40. There is no air defense currently for anyone. And there you go. Dead. That 17 pounder, don't know. Oh, he can't shoot from there. That's the problem. And there you go. Fokker Wolf coming in. Gets the kill on that 17 pounder. Spitfire coming in will get the kill on the Fokker Wolf, though. Not even. They may still be a chance. Yeah, no, I don't think. I think that Fokker Wolf. Yeah, it's getting out of there. But you can follow thing over here just in case. Alright, rifles, Piat is shooting the infantry. Sherman coming to help. That's a Panzer Shrek. It has a long range though. Not enough to hit that Sherman and will now get killed. Oh! Yeah, with the Panzer Grenadier inside. These guys, exactly. Now Führer Vanker just saw he's going to go and hide in the forest, as he should. Spitfire still in the open here. There's a Flak 88 that's going to be coming to help. And unload right here in very dangerously close to the flag here in the front line. There's actually nothing except for that rifles. There's nothing coming. That is so weird. Alright, finally we're getting some troops. The converted gunners here is getting pushed out by the Panzer Grenadier. More flamers coming in for the that engineer. Currently now it is 13-11 for Führer Vanke. He's definitely turned the table by, you know, recapturing all of these flags. Panzer III stand no chance there advancing like that. There's a Focke-Wulf that's gonna be coming for retaliation on that 17 pounder, no doubt. Flak 88s will start shooting at the reinforcement, I think. No, he's actually shooting at the half track. There you go. 17 pounder dies in the forest there. Finally, some Bofors are coming in. It is a dangerous battleground for them, though, seeing as, you never know if the enemy has lost all of its Pumas or not. But in this case, he did. So he did lose all of his recon cars. So, I mean, he's safe to bring these guys in. More infantry coming for the hill assault. Some of these will unload around here. And we'll try to take the hill. I'm not sure if they'll survive long against the Panzer Grenadier. But, they will be really close proximity. So there is a chance that they do survive. Shrek trying to be sneaky. Shermans are just hunting alone down here. Staghound's going to be coming to help that converted gunners. Greyhound coming in for the hill to help these gunners as well. $14.10 now for Caesar. Oh, that front line is all kinds of weird. Caesar captures that. Even though there's blue troops there, and there, he still gets that. I think it's weird. I mean, I really think it is. Now it makes more sense because the machine gun died, but Oh my god. That yeah, that's what you get for unloading your 88 right at the front line. It's a risk. I don't think it's a calculated risk. Maybe it is. I don't know. And there you go. Now the Spitfire coming in for the kill. And gets it. You can never leave an 88 alone like that, and especially against airplane, because it's so easy to kill. All you have to do is move troops forward at the same time of having airplanes come in. Then your 88 doesn't have the choice. If he kills one, he gets killed by the other. Vice versa. So it's a dangerous position to put an 88. And if you do bring them alone, bring them far from. 13-11 still for Caesar. He's recapturing the hill slowly by slowly. He's doing very dangerous moves with his Sherman. He doesn't know if there's a Panzer Shrek around there. But he's still, getting there without the proper infantry support. Alright, so Vanka is about to capture that flag. It's currently 12-12 now, as this weird front line is taking place everywhere. Dying. Greyhound will stay here for some reason, unexplained reason. Yak Panzer coming in, more Pumas. Oh my god, more recon car here. I wonder if that's the right call. Because you got a Sherman here, might as well bring a Panzer IV or something. Or even your airplanes, although there are some Bofors around here, which are putting themselves in dangerous position, I think, especially this one. Barter just has to do that and shoot. Alright, so these half Shreks will die. The Sherman over here died to the Panzer Shrek. Currently, it is 12-12 for both players, obviously. Two flags captured by that. Come on. And there you go. Airplane did try, but couldn't. Big push here. I feel like there's been a lot of big push around here, and they all serve nothing really. It's like a stalemate currently. Both players are trying to be ultra aggressive, but both are being very clumsy about it. Um, it's like just major spam on the blue side, and the red side is trying to counter that by bringing a lot of Shermans. Fortunately, that Sherman will be able to kill these guys. Oh, he's been ordered to shoot. Oh, at the martyr. He's going to bring the Puma on the outside, which is a bad idea. Now facing the Sherman 1B. Sherman 1B only has HE shells. But there you go. These guys are now shooting at the Puma. There you go. Pumas die. Flamers die. God knows there's not a lot of these in this blue deck. IG-18 kills the Sherman. Panther. Oh my god. The Panther is actually in the town. Unprotected. Almost in the enemy's... It is incredibly dangerous. It is, I don't have the words. I don't have the words. Impossible. C'est impensable. But that's the French word. I don't know the English word, I'm afraid. It's unimaginable. There you go. I can't believe that actually worked. And he's going further. There could be 17 pounders here. They could be something. The Jagdpanzer died to probably 17 pounder. Spitfires coming in for that pack 40. You see, this is what I was saying, a clumsy attack. There was so much unit here like 15 seconds ago or so. And they're all dead now, and it just doesn't make sense. Definitely should be using the forest more and the defensive position. Alright, one of these buffers died to the martyr, I think. Panther is still going forward alone. There's no more reinforcement to take advantage of this. More of that frontline nonsense. Alright, now it is time for Caesar to push with the Greyhounds. He's got the infantry as well. Firefly close behind. Now they can capture some points. Archer tree coming in. It fires. Still no air protection. There's no air protection anywhere on the blue side. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And you call in these pack 40s and you have no protection. You don't have any infantry. These guys, they don't look like they're that much. And, you know, it's definitely a mistake because the meta currently is infantry centered. The infantry performs very well in this game. But so far, what we're seeing is like support weapon, tanks attacking almost alone, and just capturing a lot of flags because there's no stable front line. And on top of that, I forgot what I wanted to say. Hard, hard to watch. God damn, there's people everywhere. All right, Panther gets penetrated by that Sherman 2. Sherman could destroy that Panther. He's got 130. There you go. Panthers ain't no shit compared to the Sherman 2A. And Pack 40 either probably one died from Air Force already, or maybe the Greyhound did him. Will the Panzer tree be able to? I think he will. There you go. I had a good feeling about this round. Another Pack 40 is coming in. Jeez. I mean, better Pack 40s than tanks, I guess, but when you've got Spitfires in the open like that, it is back to 13-11 for Führer Vanke, although Caesar has the lead in points. There seems to be a little moment in the battle where nothing is happening. Oh my god, no, that fucking Pack 40 is going to... Well, the Panzer tree's there to help us still. Oh, now it's dead. Good lord, this is pinned down, but there are some infantry around. Fokker Wolf coming in. Another Fokker Wolf coming in for that 17th pounder. Spitfire will try to meet them in battle. Would probably win, is what I was gonna say. But I guess... More Panzer Shreks coming in. Oh, a whole lot of Panzer Shrek coming in. Jesus. All coming for the center and flank. Alright. Spitfire looking for victim. Guys, can you believe that there's like just one Pack 40 there defending with an APCR right shots? That Spitfire is just asking to get a target. Bouncing the Sherman 1B. Oh my god. Sherman B doing a lot of damage anyway. Pack 40 dead. This entire front line is once again collapsing, but there is a Pioneer coming in. And Sherman deads to the Panzer Grenadier. This is what happens, guys. You gotta move your infantry with your tank. You can't afford that. And maybe in the early games you can, because there's not that much ambush going on. Depending on division, of course, but, you know, not with fucking Panzer. So you gotta keep aware. You can't do that during phase B or C. You can't just drive your tanks alone somewhere, especially when you're fighting Panzer and every single one of their infantry has Panzer Shrek bazookas. These guys have been stopped in their tracks. More Pack 40s being called in. As a Grenadier reinforcement has arrived around here. One of them will die to the Sherman too. Another pack 40 is coming in. This time there is some air support, which is great. It's only just a 20 mil, but it is upvetted once, and it should be able to trick depending how far he is from the course. Not a lot of action happening. Rocker Wolf will try to get the 17 pounder. Sure, Spitfire looks like he may be coming. He was strafing. Will he come after the Fokker Wolf? He should have, because these guys has already pinned him down. There you go. Survives the encounter. Panzer 4 on the move. More recon car coming in. More airplane from Caesar. Going to unload on the only infantry. Still. Oh no, not even. He's going to unload over here, killing the pack 40 most likely. And there you go. Kills the pack 40. Now's the time for them to push with their armored support, because there's no infantry here really. Baltimore still around. What is that Baltimore doing? Anyway, it's going to get shot by this. This is not gonna do much on its own. Vanke is actually winning 15-9. Well, he's just captured that. Look at that. This front line doesn't make any sense. There's a whole line of red players here. I hope it's going down now. Can't believe a single. Finally. It's just such nonsense. Caesar's completely forgot about his Baltimore, or maybe he wanted to look for enemy air, anti-air or something. I don't know. It is incredibly sus, my opinion. Two more Flak 38 coming in. Little too late, but better late than never, as they say. Vanke has completely captured the hill here, but he's not strong. He's not really strong, and versus Shermans, he's going to have a lot of problems. That Baltimore's still here. Ah, there you go, finally. Now these guys are going to be retreating as well. 12-12. No one is suppressed here. Well, completely. That field engineer dies. The bazooka, I think. But, yeah. He was able to get out, but now he dies instantly. Very dangerous. Very dangerous to have these guys like that. Especially one beside the other. There's a Sherman that's going to be coming in. Sight damage though. Already they're not the greatest at aiming, so I don't know. Over here there's a big push from Caesar. Oh, he's retreating. Why? 12-12 again. Qu'est-ce qui est arrivé au Jumbo? I mean, what happened to the I don't even remember anymore what I was gonna say. That Firefly is going back. 17 pound removing Sherman as well. 20 mil going to die from the Sherman, of course. £17 going to destroy that SZKFZ. There you go. Almost gets the kill, not completely. Enough to close the front line for now. Panzer 4 are in big trouble though with the 17-pounder. This is very dangerous grounds for them. Misses the Sherman B. Dies from one of these two. Spitfire forgotten in time. More infantry coming in over here. We still can't recapture this hill, but there has been no big attempt, I feel. Now it is back to 12-12. I can't anymore. I can't. Vanke is just throwing his tanks to the slaughterhouse. Spitfire getting behind the Fokker Wolf kills it. Fokker Wolf kills the 17-pounder, but unfortunately dies right beside his victim. And Fokker Wolf will automatically remove himself while the Spitfire is trying to maneuver. There you go. Gets a couple of shots, but yeah, he'll have to fall back. Might even die. Oh, and gets to go home. And there you go. There you go. Now, these guys have the advantage. Vanke could literally, right now, walk across the entire battlefield. I feel like both players do that. They don't have any reserve. They don't have any defense. And this is costing them a lot of points in this game. None of them has defense or support unit in the background to escape such ridicule front lines. Because as soon as someone kills their unit, they push all their units together in the front line. And as soon as they die, then it creates big bulge. Or, one unit here is going to hold, something or things like that. Currently, still 12-12. We're not seeing much. Again with the front lines. This is such weird gameplay. They can't all be pro players, and it's fine. It's fine like that. I mean, how often do you see a frontline change side like that in a casted game? Never. How often do you see tactic being employed? This guy doesn't have any HE, so he can't even fire back at that 17-pounder. Somehow gets to kill the Firefly. Did you guys see that? This whole venture. Now, he had captured all of these flags, but he's going to lose them back again. 14-10, but back to something. 12-12 now. Over here, Caesar has recaptured that flag, so we're going on the 13-11 for him. M10 Growls coming back. Well, they were never gone, but they are coming now. These guys are capable of indirect fire, which is why they got the little zoom here. So you stick them somewhere where they have radio range, and you can use their HE lobbing mechanics. They make for the perfect infantry support gun. Plus, they can kill tanks at will, pretty much. So, you know, it makes them pretty good. Oh, there! Finally, we've seen a Borg Ward. Borg Ward. Hurry up, little fella. I mean, there's not much respect to talk about, so I'm letting you guys moment of silence here. They're just hitching a ride. They're like so slow. It is so slow. It makes me think when I was hitchhiking in the winter in Canada, and I was going from one town to another, and I remember I was stuck at night, and I figured I'd just sleep, and there's snow everywhere, right? Canada, it's the winter. I think it was December. It wasn't that cold, but they were snow, and my dog was just a little puppy by then, and he started growling. I was, I had cardboard. I had a tarp too, so I put the tarp on the ground, the cardboard on top, sleeping bag, and I would kind of put the tarp and put it on top of us for extra heat. And so we're under that tarp, and my puppy, he starts growling and barks a little. Puppies, they don't bark a lot, but you know. So anyway, so I'm like, what the hell? So I take out the tarp. I start to look around. It is pitch dark because this was not Northern Ontario, okay? But it was still in the forest on a deserted road. I don't know exactly what it was. Can't remember where it was. And so you don't see anything, but I swear to God, I swear I saw a wolf. And if it's not a wolf, it's a big dog in the middle of nowhere. And so I see what I think is a wolf, and I just start freaking out in my head. And I'm like, okay, well, it's a lone wolf. I don't see anything else. And it's more like a shadow of something. And I mean, I wasn't high or anything. I wasn't, paranoid or something. I was just saw something walk. So I got really scared, right? And my dog was trying to bark. And I'm like, okay, if my dog was a grown dog, then maybe him and myself can take on a wolf. The both of us. My dog was a Rottweiler, Beagle, Basset Hound, so there's a chance there. But it was a puppy, so we're just there minding our own business. I'm trying to shut my dog up, like I'm keeping his mouth closed so he doesn't bark. I don't know. I've hidden back in the tarp, and whatever that was left. But I got so scared after I got up. I packed up my stuff. I started walking and hitchhiking, and there was like a car every. Oh no! There was a car, and we missed the bogward here too. because I was talking, ah, it didn't look like it did much, but enough for that thing to retreat. And yeah, so I started walking in the dark, and there was no car that would stop for me. And I even went to the point. I actually got really scared, so I went to the point where I flagged the car down the middle of the road, and I was like, "Hey, hey, hey!" and with my waving my arms, and of course, no one's gonna stop for me. I don't know if there was a prison close by, what, but I think in Ontario you're not allowed to pick up hitchhikers, and there's some spots throughout Canada like that where since there's a prison close by, it's illegal to pick up hitchhikers. And so no one would pick me up, and eventually I saw this light in the middle of the woods. There was a house, and so I picked through the woods, and I walked through the snow, and it was really late. It was pitch dark, and so I knock at the door. And guys, when I was that age, I had a big mohawk. I would use paint for colors in my hair, acrylic paint, and so I had all kinds of colors in my hair. I was clothed like military street punk, I had a lot of military gear on myself, and they would all be ripped to shred. And I have this big backpack, huge backpack, and I had the army helmet on the side too that I would use to drink water for my dog, and the bowl, general purpose bowl. And I also hit someone on the head with it one day, but that's a story for another time. And anyway, so I knocked there, and I can only imagine the people in that house being like, "What the fuck?" Like in the middle of nowhere. Um, but I've always been good to talk to people, and I'm a polite person. As part of a caster, I'm not that polite because I criticize a lot. But in everyday life, I'm really polite. So and reserved as well. So I couldn't bear myself to tell them that I was scared of something that I might think is a wolf. And so I told them, I just said, "Hey, I'm out of water. Do you guys got any water I could borrow?" And I was really hoping they'd invite me in and just be like, "Oh, well, just sleep here for the night." And they didn't. And so they gave me water. I think they gave me a sandwich too. The lady that it was an old couple, and the lady gave me a sandwich. I do believe she did that. And anyway, they gave me water. They say, "Well, have a good night, goodbye." I was like, "Okay, goodbye." So I went back on the road, scared as shit, with water and a sandwich at least, and I just started flagging people down the road again, and I figured maybe someone will take me on. And eventually, I think maybe 20 minutes to half an hour later, something. I mean, it's a distant memory, right? But eventually, a car stopped, and I looked, and it was the dude. It was the guy from the house, and he said, "Hey, you know what? There's a lot of animals here at night, so we're going to take you somewhere safe." And I was like, "Oh my god, yes, thank you. Thank you." And they took me, and then I told him the whole story, how I got scared, and me knocking at their house was just a ploy to try to get some sympathy. And anyway, he actually drove quite a while, and he stopped. There was a public bathroom, a rest stop, kind of. And he stopped there, and he said, "Beware, because there's bears in the area." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I went and I slept in the toilet, basically. I took a stall for myself, the handicap one, because it's bigger and it's usually on the wall. So I'm sorry if there was an handicapped person, but there were probably none. Is like I said, it's the middle of the night, But yeah, so I slept there, and the next morning I've hitchhiked, and I don't remember what happened after that. This is the memory I remember from that time. But yeah, it was very slow going. It was slow going to. I was coming from Montreal going to Ontario, and that's why when I saw the Bogwart, kind of made me think of that. It was really slow going. Oh yeah, some the next morning some military dude took me on and drove me to Ottawa. Yeah, that's what happens. And then I met my girlfriend there. I believe that's what happens. You know, when you travel like that for 7 years, there's so much memories and so much wild stuff that happens that I actually tried to write a book, and well, I told myself I should write a book often, and I'm not that good at writing books, or I'm not anymore, or I don't have the time, things like that. And but also when I was thinking about the chapters and all that, I just realized that I had forgotten the entire timeline. Everything is mixed, and I would travel a lot with one of my friends, and I asked him if he had a timeline because I wanted to get help writing that, and even he committed suicide like a couple of weeks after. So that kind of pissed me off. I mean, of course, his suicide, pissed me off as well. But also the fact that I couldn't get the timeline. It's a it's a sad story because if I would have written that book, he would have been in there because most of those 7 years we were together, me, him, his girlfriend, and my numerous girlfriend that I made along the way. Not numerous, two, but two girlfriends and a lot of side jobs, side hustles. All right, 15-9 for Führer Vanker. Oh boy, we've went some sideways, and but the game is pretty slow going, so it's not that bad. I mean, basically both players are doing the same thing. They're just kind of pushing and hoping for the best. Over here, there's nothing left from Caesar, so I imagine Führer Vanke will be able to push through correctly this time. He's even pushed over here, 17-7. There's not much catching up here. Caesar has invested a lot in planes, as we saw earlier, but I think it's because he has nothing else to take out, so he's just taking all the planes that he has. Oh my god, the M10 could not destroy that Panzer tree. But there you go, thanks to the Spitfire. I wonder how long he would have survived. Probably he would have survived. Probably. 6-pounder, half tracks, M10. They're going to try to get... I don't think we've seen these M10 lob shoot, but now he's going to get destroyed by that Panzer Grenadier. Maybe not. Yeah, there you go. And the victory is going to Führer Vanker. What a game that was. That was a ride. That was quite the ride. That was just like push, 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 push. Actually, push, die, push, die, push, die from both sides, all over the place. The front line was insane. But in the end, Führer Vanker wins. And there you go. I was going to advance the time, but Caesar just um, surrendered. 4,600 kills, both. Caesar, Führer Vanker even killed some of his own unit, it looks like. And actually, Caesar as well. German 5 did get a lot of kills. Oh my god, look at all these. These are all support weapons. No, there's tanks as well. Well, tanks are support weapons. If we want to be technical, I guess. Spitfire, a lot of kills there. Fireflies, Greyhounds, 17-pounder. Everyone performed well, really. Lots of kills. Look at that. M10 Grouse did get a lot of units. Probably killed these guys when they were in the half tracks because it looks mighty convenient. But anyway, yeah, let's go take losses. I don't think the Pumas were really well. Yeah, I guess they were. I guess they were. That SPW did really good. Panzer 4 did a lot of support activity. Panzer Grenadier got a lot of tanks and half tracks. Thing here. Everyone in this game killed people. They all did good. They were all heroes. But eventually, it was too much for one side. All right, guys. Well, I hope you liked that game. It was quite the ride. We're not used to seeing games like that on the channel. Let's go take a look. Can we see the profile of one of these dudes? Yeah, 700 games, 3 draw. So you know he plays 1v1 a lot. 95% of his games are with the Axis. Well, with a name like that, you would think so. But I think it's a mistake if you don't play all divisions of the game, which maybe this is where the 32 allies game come. Maybe he did try them all. But if you don't push, I think you gain a whole lot more experience and you get better at the game when you know what the other division has. So, often I'll meet a division and I know exactly what this division can do, how much stuff do they have, because I've played that division often. So, I know it, and that gives you an advantage in the game. So, I think that's why people should experiment more Axis and allies. In rank, he doesn't this guy doesn't play allies. 32 42 games total with the allies. Yes, he doesn't like them. He's getting a good score in rank, overall ranking 92. Uh Multiplayer's got 54% victory ratio. Not a bad player. I wish we could see his opponent, but we can't. So there's that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the game. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe. It helps. And also, have a great day. Goodbye.